Chapter 3. Take some steps on the way up for your dream career. Moving your career from bottom to the top. Many things in life can keep stopping you from achieving your goals. This is much more prevalent when it comes to women working in traditionally male fields of work. It can be hard to prove yourself to a bunch of men who think they're the only ones that know what they're doing. But it can be done. You can do it. It can be hard for women to make their way in a man's world because men seem to think they're the only ones that can work in higher paying jobs. Therefore, women must prove themselves and remind the men that they can do the same job for the same pay, and they have to remind them of it often. It's a man's world. If you decide to be a businesswoman and to work in a field that used to be dominated by men, then you're choosing to fight your way to the top. There is nothing wrong with wanting to work a job like that, especially if you're good at what you do, so long as you're ready to fight your way through the men that think they're doing better than you. Some pieces of advice for when you're working these jobs. Always believe in yourself. It can be easy to put yourself down for how things are. Keep your head up. You're doing better than they want you to think you are. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it. Many people will try and tear you down so that they can take your place at the top. Remind them that you're there for a reason. Break that glass ceiling with everything you've got. You know your worth. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do something because you're a woman. Show the world that women can be just as powerful. Show the world how amazing your mind is, and make them want to work with and for you instead of someone else. If you want to show someone that you can do it, the best thing you can do is show them that you got your job for a reason. If anyone can do it, you and everyone should know that. Keep your head held high. You can do it better than anyone else. Research the field you want to work in. As soon as you know what you want to do for work, it would be best to commit your time to ensure you have the qualifications and schooling to do the job you want. While it might make it longer for you to be able to get the job you want, once you have the schooling and qualifications, you'll be able to excel at the job you want. Some of the things you could do to ensure you have enough research is go back to school. Sometimes you have to go back to school to ensure you have the qualifications from schooling under your belt. This could be something you can do at night while you're still working to maximize your time and get you where you want to be faster. Internships. A great way to get where you want to be is to apply for an internship. 9 times out of 10, you'll be asked to work there full-time, and then you can begin to climb the ladder with promotions. Ask your boss about training programs. If you're on good terms with your boss, which you should be able to ask your boss if any training programs can get you the qualifications you need to get a promotion. There are so many things that can be done that will help you get where you need to be to qualify for the position you want. You have to research your job and make sure you have what you need. Don't just research once. Research more than once to ensure that you're able to keep up with the demands of your job. This way, you can stay ahead of everyone else and be the only one eligible for the promotion, ensuring you get it. Steps to understanding what went wrong. Sometimes things go wrong, and when they do, you have to recover and make sure that you're able to get back to where you were. It's good to remember that mistakes happen, but understanding why they happen can help you recover and make sure they don't happen again. Some things you can ask yourself are, why did it happen? What are my next steps? How can I do better? Asking yourself these things can help you better understand the mistake made and ensure that the same mistake doesn't happen again. You'll also be able to help your coworkers figure out their mistakes as well, leading to better coworker relationships. Failure happens. As we go through life, we fail at doing things, which is how we learn. After all, if we excel at everything we could ever do, then we start to think we could never fail. And as such, when we do fail, it's that much more devastating. Embrace your failures. They serve to teach you what you were doing wrong, and they show you what you can change to make sure that never happens again. Remember always to pick yourself back up and try again. A piece of advice. You should remind the people you work with that you're an expert for a reason. Some will do their best to break you down to take your spot, so showing them that they'll never be able to take your place from you helps build your confidence. Some people forget their confidence. Make sure you know your worth and know your place in life to excel in your field of work. Perfection is an illusion. There is no such thing as perfection in life. While you might strive to be perfect, it's a hard task to accomplish, and one that makes you feel as though you can't do anything right. Instead of trying to be perfect, try to set an example for other workers in the field. If you know you're good at what you do, show others that you are as well, and opportunity will come to you before you know it. Remember, as long as you're happy with what you're doing, then you're doing just fine in life. No one knows your happiness as you do, so don't let anyone tell you that you're not happy doing what you're doing. Live your life how you want to, and never let anyone bring you down. Be persistent. When you want something bad enough, you'll do anything to get it. And when you don't get it, you can feel as though you're a failure. Remember, things happen. If you feel your job application was ignored, send another one. If you feel someone didn't get your email, send a reminder or a follow-up. People are flawed, and we can only be as good as we have to be. Sometimes things are forgotten, and so reminders are always good. Accept rejection. Sometimes we must remember that rejection is good for us. If we were to get everything we could ever want, we would never learn that rejection makes us stronger. This means that when rejection does happen, we will be devastated, and this can cause us to give in and stop trying. When you get rejected from something, try not to spiral into sadness. Instead, persevere and find a way to fix what happened and try again. While it can be tempting to give up and stop trying, remembering that you can always try again will help you get back up and keep going. If one thing doesn't work, there is always another to try. Find out where you went wrong the first time and fix it so it doesn't happen again. More advice. Don't work where you're not happy. If you don't like the job you're in, work to change your situation so that you're happier, because that way you'll want to go to work. You'll want to get up every day and make money each day. Even though it can be hard to change everything, remaining stress and depression-free in your job is necessary. If you find that the job you have isn't making you as much money as you need, find another one or change jobs entirely. Money is what we need to survive, so accepting anything less than a better-paying job will make it so that you're not happy, and thus you'll suffer both at work and home. If you need to advance in your job, make sure you're doing so in a way that gets you closer to your goals. This means that you should look into what you need to advance and do it. You'll get the job you want, and then you can enjoy the happiness in your life. Never forget your goals. If you can't remember what you want to do, place notes somewhere where you'll see it often so you can always be reminded of what you want in life. Every time you see it, you'll be reminded of your goals, and it will help keep you motivated.